This is a Big Facts Network exclusive.
Tuning into another episode of the Big Energy, the Big Energy, the Big Energy Room, the Big Energy Room. What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Big Kayla. Welcome back to another episode of the Big Energy Room. Thank y'all so much for liking, commenting, and subscribing to our previous episodes, man. We appreciate y'all so much for supporting the content here. So today, y'all, we have one of the biggest and baddest to ever come out of Detroit, man. That boy, Big Ghetto, aka Peezy. He's one of my favorite, y'all. I'm really excited to have you here. I appreciate you taking the time out to come and rap with me real quick, man. You got some pretty exciting stuff coming up.
100%.
You know, we always start the episode off. I open it up with prayer. So we'll go ahead and get into that.
All right.
Father God, we come to you as humbly as ever. We thank you for another day. We able to wake up, rise to the occasion, show up and show out. God, we thank you for everything you're continuing to do in our life. God, we just ask in the name of Jesus, man, that you bless this whole rollout of this Still Ghetto project, God. We ask that all the efforts and energy that have been put into it yield such a great result, God. We pray it does everything that not only Peezy, but his team is designed for it to do, God. We pray that he shows up and he shows out, God. Everything goes smoothly and as planned, God. We ask that you continue to keep the health of our children and the well-being of all those we hold near and dear to our heart, God. And overall in this conversation, God, we pray that we have some pivotal moments, God, and that we continue to spread big energy and love. It's in Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
So when we start off, I always like to start out with what we're grateful for. So I'm going to let you start us off. What you grateful for right now?
Everything. This life itself. Waking up.
Yeah.
Free, alive.
Mm.
Just being able to show up for my family. You know, the shit that really matter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Facts. I can appreciate that.
Yeah.
I'm grateful for everything God is doing as far as the transition of like the livelihood of my children right now. Like I can see how as I'm getting better, I can tell like the temperament of who my daughter is developing into, who my son is developing to. Like it's all upward battle. So it's like when I look at them and I look at my life, I'll be like, okay, if nothing else, you're doing all right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
I be appreciating God for waking us up. So right now, how your spirit flowing, man? How you been feeling?
I'm happy. I mean, shit, I can't stop smiling. I'm happy as hell. I got an album about to drop. Boiling down to the last couple of days, so I'm just geared up.
How's the process been for you? Like I know we talk about like, you know, the process of like, you got to show up, you got to go to the studio, you got to lock in, you got to, you know, showcase your inspiration and other things through your music and kind of figure out the direction of the project. But for like a spiritual side of things, like what is this album to you?
That's a good question. I ain't even never thought about that.
I like that.
It's like another chapter for me, like for us leveling up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a step. It's like a step into the next level for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of been like playing on like to me, I kind of been like playing on like the same level for a minute. So with this album, I think I like definitely took it up a level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you feel like it's your delivery? Because I feel like you always been well known for just keeping it real and everything you're saying. Like, you're definitely a person who, even from me, from afar and in close proximity, I've always noticed that, like, who you present yourself to be, whether it's on the street, whether it's in the music, you know what I'm saying, or follow anything, like, it all very much adds up. It doesn't seem like there's any inconsistency. So, what about it to you is different?
From the That's another good question. I gotta think before I answer because I don't want to just say nothing crazy.
You know, we appreciate that.
What's different about this album than the other ones? Well, first of all, I did a lot of features on this tape. I usually don't do features.
Yeah.
So this one, I did a lot of features.
What are some of your favorite features on the album right now?
So this will be out when the album drops. So.
Tight. So we can't even read.
Know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, for sure.
My favorite one is 2 Chainz.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That boy
I'll
with
just
2
give you
Chainz?
that. Yeah, 2 Chainz. But this album just like I said, it's like a level up. So I went big on the albums. I did a lot of industry features, good production.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I damn near took like I remade this tape 3 different times. It just was a lot with this shit.
You said you remade it 3 times?
Yeah.
That's fine.
So it just be a lot when it's recording an album. It's like an athlete during playoff time or something like that.
Yeah. Like
It's like
all the conditions.
it's like a different type of lock in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you feel like you really wanted to present with this album? Like as far from an energy standpoint, like do you want to give calm, peaceful? Do you want to give like I'm on my money and running it up? Like what's the energy that you feel like it's gonna give to people as they listen to it, or does it vary like depending on the song?
I really feel like my substance don't change for real.
Yeah.
It'll always be the same message. You know, I don't preach nothing but get some money, stay out the way. You know what I'm saying? Stay righteous, shit like that. I don't never get off of that. So
Yeah.
it's definitely that. You know what I'm saying? But this tape, I got a little storytelling on there too, though.
See, I like that.
Yeah.
I like
It's
that.
kind of more, and it's a little more female friendly. So
Oh, you did something for the ladies.
I always do shit for the ladies, but it's like more shit for the ladies on this tape.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So speaking of ladies, how do you, and not saying from even just a relationship standpoint, but just in general, like dealing with various different relationships, you know, whether because you're a father, you know, your brother, your son, you're all of those things. How do you manage your relationships while you're chasing your dream? Like, what are some tactics that you utilize?
Shout out to my kids' moms, because they the goats. I can't do nothing without them.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? They allow me to do this shit.
Yeah.
You feel me? All 3 of them. So they really the goats.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, especially my older son, mom.
Yeah.
She really allowed me to do my thing.
That's fine.
You know what I'm saying? So I really gotta give a special shout out to her, because she took the most shit from me far as what it took for me to get here.
Yeah.
Because I met her in 08.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we had a kid young. And she just let me just, you know, she worked, stayed off the scene, stayed out the way.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I'm a Scorpio. Like, you never know what type of mood I be in. Like,
Facts.
so even with all my bullshit, she still allowed me to be great.
Yeah. That's
So
fire, man.
I gotta give it to them. You know what I mean? Excuse me.
Do you think that that relationship, as it developed, do you feel like it kind of helped you to better maneuver the other relationships with your other children's mother? Like they kind of set the precedent for it, or do you feel like they all kind of simultaneously touch you?
No, not really, because I met everybody in different times
Okay.
in my life.
Yeah.
You know, so I can't say that.
Yeah.
I could say I was more mature in each different.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Get better with time. Facts. That's how it's supposed to be, though. I'm excited to see and listen to the growth in the album, because you always been very, very well spoken. Like from the first time I ever heard you talk, and I was just like, you know, the cadence and consideration of like your perspective is so different.
I appreciate that too, because it's like we're in a time where it's like the attention span so short. People don't really be trying to hear what they got to say. That's why it's important. You got to stay lit.
For real.
People be thinking like we be just spending money for no reason, but
Yeah.
if they ain't trying to hear you if you ain't. I know it sounds crazy and it might sound ignorant, but that's our culture.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to give these people something to look at so they want to hear what you got to say.
Correct. Nah, that's real though. But a lot of people, it's like people want the instant gratification and when that's something that's working. So when they see you popping it, you know, and you, one thing I can say, y'all, is he is the king of popping.
I gotta pop
too. Smooth too. Get right on the story, pop it, be rapping in the car, then pop some little fly stuff and get right on out, in and out records. I love that for you though.
It's like lifestyle.
Yeah. Most definitely.
My lifestyle just popping it, but I'm not saying that like popping shit.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that like we just pop it every day.
Yeah.
Doing regular shit.
Do you feel like that's like a kind of like a Detroit thing too?
I feel like that's a me thing or a us thing. Like,
Right.
it's a lot of people that do that shit every day.
Yeah.
And then they from everywhere, so it's just like it's a few people that wake up and pop shit every day. I wouldn't just say it's a city thing.
Yeah.
Because this niggas from all over the world popping shit every day.
I just feel like from my perspective, like observing and just kind of like hearing people's, you know, different recollections on different areas. Like Detroit has always been a place like when people talk about it, it's like fashion, it's the music, and popping it, show stopping, and it be really that.
It's definitely hustler. Like
Yeah,
you gonna definitely have that in you, if not anything.
yeah,
You might not can't dress, you might not can't rap, play no sports, but you gonna know how to get some money though coming from Detroit because
facts.
that's just the type of people we breed. Like that's what the area is out there.
Yeah,
No matter what, like get some money. That's all they know. That's all we know.
facts. So you grew up in Detroit, right?
Yeah, born and raised.
Right. So what was the experience like? Because I know like you've moved and lived in other places. Like, what's the difference that you've noticed from being born and raised in Detroit to like going to and migrating to other areas?
I ain't really never lived nowhere else until I got some money. I stayed in Detroit my whole life, east and west. So it was fun. It was not fun.
Yeah,
You know, it'd be times where everything fun when you're young.
yeah,
Like you don't really know what the type of shit you're going through when you're young because
yeah,
it seemed regular. And our communities and shit, like the worst shit is regular to us, and that's not regular.
yeah,
But that shit was fun to us growing up.
yeah.
So I guess you can say we had fun until we didn't have fun. Like until we got old enough till we had to take care of ourselves.
Right.
And shit wasn't so fun no more. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
It's like a bliss that comes with being a child, though. Like, you know, you kind of ignorant to all of the real life stuff that's kind of existing around you. So when you a child, like, you don't really be knowing that it's as bad as it is, man. You just make the most of it. That's why I say all the time, like, the purest form of love is a child.
And that's why I always tell kids stay young as long as you can.
Man, that's so real, though. I be trying to tell my daughter, too, because, you know, we live in a day and age now where it's like, that culture is imposed so heavily. Like adult culture is imposed so heavily on children. And so a lot of children are feeling like they got to keep up with adults now, you know, and do things that adults are doing.
But the parents young though.
Right.
The grandparents young. So
Right.
it's like you can see it's to the point in our world. A nigga can be at a bar downtown Detroit and see his daughter walking that motherfucker.
Right.
You feel me? Or you might see a daughter and their mama hanging out.
Right.
At the club though, titty bar
It's
type
so
shit.
crazy the age different. Like even
It's not how it used to be, like as far as family and granny and auntie and them. It ain't like that no more. So what else they gonna goddamn be when they growing up with their mama and daddy, like as friends, like with a friendship relationship.
right.
I didn't grow up with my parents like that. Like it was cool to like your daddy didn't give a fuck if you didn't like him back in the day.
Yeah.
Cause he was only there to get on your ass to make you do right. You know what I'm saying? But it's just a little different now. The parents more younger. The
Yeah.
it's a little it's faster. It's faster. Right?
And it's like even I've noticed like kids because they're keeping up with a culture that's already kind of unstable. You know, it's leading. That's where I feel like all that YN culture comes from.
But it always been YNs though.
Yeah.
It's YNs again. Like the world can see it now.
Correct. I
Ain't
feel
none
like
of this shit new.
yeah.
Like this shit as the world turned, the cycles come back around. Like you see, it was tight clothes 2 years ago. It's big clothes again now.
Yeah.
It was young niggas back in the day, and they was the same way, terrorizing cities. Like it wasn't nothing different. It's just cameras couldn't see that shit. Like you can see this shit now. You can see racism. You can see all that shit. Now it's like back then it was you really couldn't see that shit on your TV or now we got these phones and shit. You could visually see it.
Yeah. Do you think, because like you mentioned, even like just having a private, just because it's like that's what's going to have people coming to engage with whatever it is that you're selling, you know, whatever you're selling. If they feel like you got it, like they want to be a part of it type thing. Do you feel like that adds extra pressure to the things that you have to kind of matriculate on a day-to-day basis? Just having to make sure that, you know, you're giving something for people to look out for?
No, I don't feel like there's no pressure. It's pretty much just a part of me now. Like it's just lifestyle to me now.
Yeah.
It ain't no pressure because this is like regular. I'm gonna do it anyway. There's so much shit I don't post, like, and people don't see.
Yeah.
That I just do every day. That's just if people might call it popular.
Yeah.
But we just blessed though to be able to just wake up and live a lifestyle that most people probably will never get to live. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, they might call that shit popular, but it's really just we just living.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. So from a spiritual standpoint, where you feel like you at in your process as a person? Like, do you feel like you're in a peaceful time of your life? Do you feel like there's some things that are weighing heavy that you're maneuvering through? Or do you feel like you're at a time where it's kind of like in between?
As a man, it ain't never no peace in life.
Mm.
Like, you ain't gonna find no peace. Like, what is you looking for peace for? Peace of what? You know what I'm saying? Peace of mind. Like, you might get that sometime, but there's more money, more problems. There's more problems, more money. There's more problems, period. You know what I'm saying? As a man, we got the hardest job anyway. Like, don't nobody really appreciate a man till he dead and gone. Like, your kids really ain't gonna really understand and appreciate you till they really, like, your girl. Like, you really only love if you can provide something. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times men be feeling like unappreciated. That's where depression and shit come from. But it's really never no peace though, because we always feel that way.
Yeah.
So I'm just living. Like, I don't know where I'm at. Like, I trust that God just keep me sane enough to just finish the mission.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's all I can pray for. But like, far as peace, I don't even know what that shit is for real. I never had that. I ain't never had a peace before.
That's an interesting perspective. So, dang, that's an interesting perspective. So, do you ever, is it something that you just have written off in your mind, like, I'm not even going to focus on trying to attain that? Or is that something like long term you like to step into?
I just don't believe that shit exists.
Mm.
As for like, I don't believe that shit exists in the mind because you always gonna deal with something.
Yeah.
Something gonna drive you crazy. Something gonna stress you out. Like, it's never no peace.
Yeah.
You find peace in watching your kids grow.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You find peace in being an outstanding citizen, like somebody your parents can be proud of.
Yeah.
You find peace in like providing. Like, that make us happy.
Yeah.
That bring me peace. Like, to be able to make somebody happy that probably don't even give a fuck about or appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Just for them to act like they don't give a fuck when they get mad. But it made me happy to do it though. You know what I'm saying? But far as that's just shit like that. But there's never no peace. Like, I could breathe now. Like, feet kicked up. That shit don't exist for a man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dang, that's real, man. This is why we do Big Energy Room, though, because I strive to try to create a space to where men can feel comfortable, particularly men. Anybody can come sit on this couch and get healed. But I strive to create a space where men can sit down and they can talk about things that they otherwise couldn't express or delve into without feeling like you have to be a certain way. Like, I think as a woman, something that I found very nurturing to my spirit has been allowing myself to work through emotions and understanding it's literally just a part of the process.
Yeah.
Like, for me, I struggle with anxiety. I struggle with depression. Where I have found peace is understanding that everything is timing. Everything is God's plan. And so if I ever wanted to make God laugh, I would tell him my plans.
Mm-hmm.
And so being in this season, in a space where I can look back on my entire life, man, I done been through some shit. And people would never know. They would never know just based on how I carry myself now. And I can look back and see, no matter what, if I didn't feel like I had a soul to rely on, God always saw me through.
Yeah.
A way was always made. And it didn't always get to the destination the way that I thought the path should be executed, but the destination was always met. And that be my peace. So in moments like my brother passing, I sit and I be like, God, you know what? I may not have been ready in my flesh yet, but in spirit, I really do trust you as my divine leader.
Mm-hmm.
I trust that whatever it is you set forth in my path, if it don't make sense at this right instant moment, it's going to make sense in the long term. And I'll be able to look back and reflect on it and be like, dang, I learned something from that. I grew from that. I was inspired by that. And I motivated somebody by seeing that through.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why we talk about it.
Yeah.
So I pray. Can I pray with you real quick for your peace? God, I pray that Peezy is able to find a safe space for him to be able to not only just be a provider, to be a father, to be somebody who makes other people proud, God. I pray that he's allowed the capacity to be able to exist in his own energy, to be able to feel like he's seen, like he's heard, like he's felt, like he's valued, like he's appreciated. And I pray that you send the right energy around him to be able to see that through, God. Whether it be me or anybody else who's involved in his space, God, I pray that you continue to keep his spirit protected, that you keep him in high rooms at all times, God. And overall, God, just keep him clear. Man, whatever doesn't serve him, I pray that you just go ahead and get it out of his way. And then whatever's for him, God, I pray you draw him nearer to it in his course of action, his thoughts, God, and most of all, his movements. In Jesus' name I pray, amen.
Amen.
And I pray for that for you because I pray that after this interview, I pray you come back and you sit on this couch one day and you can tell me that you found your own individualized peace.
Yeah. I mean, I find peace in certain shit, but
Yeah.
when you live in this life, I don't really feel like you're going to never be able to sit down and just breathe peacefully.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't really think nobody can do that. That's why kids need to stay young as long as they can.
Facts.
That's when you at peace, when you're a child with nothing to worry about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Other
dope.
than that, ain't no peace. But we gonna pray. So.
Listen, we gonna pray because I believe anything is possible with prayer, okay? But I feel like too, that's another thing that I've noticed even with a lot of men too, like, and this is kind of once again the motivation for why I do what I do is like I have a lot of these conversations where it be like I'm not appreciated, and like women don't get it, you know. And I'm not saying this to even attack women. It's just like men do need that. And men are like the top tier level of leadership in a home, in a successful home. Any successful home I ever seen, a man is always leading from a space of understanding that he was appreciated, that he was loved, that he was valued, and it from a provider standpoint, I understand that can be a heavy load. You know, I'm a single mom, so I got to do both jobs a lot of the time, and that stuff can be heavy. Honestly, I will say this: being a single mom and having to be a sole provider for my children has definitely made me grow a larger appreciation for a man. You know, because it's like having to be a nurturer, and you know, you helping with homework, and you know, you tending to wounds, you know, you helping them maneuver through their emotions and things like that, and then still having to make sure that bills is paid, food is on the table, sports are paid for. That it's a heavy load to carry, and
100%.
I feel like God has really maneuvered my balance in life, like just being able to not only see the value of me as a woman and things I want to do, but also too like how valuable that other role would be when it's successfully executed. So now I feel you though, it be different. It definitely be different. So with this project, man, like you said you redid it 3 times. What was your reasoning behind it? Like what was it? Because I know, you know, you listen to it and you vibe with it and you feel the energy. What about the energy of this third round made you feel like, all right, cool, this the one, y'all?
Features just kept coming in at the right time.
Right.
A lot of shit was sounding old to me.
Mm.
Because like well, I don't know if I told you, but the tape been done like 3 years ago, 2.5 years ago, that shit was done.
Yeah.
But it got old to me.
Yeah.
So I went in there and just took some shit off, put some shit, you know,
Yeah.
and in the midst of that, like features kept rolling in.
Yeah.
And so I just, you know, just redid the whole tape, revamped the shit, and just, you know what I'm saying? I feel like it was ready. As an artist, though, I don't really think it's ready now. But,
For real?
you know, that's just artist shit.
Right.
You know what I'm
Your
saying?
biggest critic.
Yeah, so, but it got to come out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that, you know, the industry, like one of the stigmas about being in the industry is that, you know, it changes and shifts, it's very like condescending, you know, this bad thing. So being a person as you, like, this is just me recollecting my experience of knowing you. Like you're very much like you stand the test of time. And what I mean by that is like who you are, you're the same in every room. So how do you maintain that in an industry with so much controversy? Because I feel like just from outside looking in, I'm not in it obviously, but just from talking to people, like a lot of people say it's easy to lose yourself. So how do you maintain yourself?
I ain't in it.
Mm.
I ain't in the industry.
I know that, right?
No, for real.
Yeah.
I'm really not in the industry, though.
Yeah.
I'm just, like, how I look at it, I'm like right here.
Yeah.
I'm like between regular and like kind of industry. Like I ain't too far from regular. I ain't too far from industry. I'm just here.
Balance.
Yeah.
I like that. Do you think that you would ever desire to be more like what would be the pro?
I feel like I'm too real to be all the way industry.
I like that.
I would never fit. Like, pause. I can't be. I'm not never gonna force myself to hang around niggas who I know fake as hell,
Yeah.
or people, or just go to certain places. Like I'm just not into that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I always grew up like just hanging with who I hang with. We ain't hanging at other people's neighborhoods when we was growing up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And if we did bullshit happen and we learned our lesson to never do that shit again.
Yeah.
Like we just pretty much just and it ain't that we don't fuck with or I don't fuck with rappers or nothing like that because I fuck with rappers. Like I say, every rapper that's on my tape, I got a personal relationship with them, and they my homies.
Yeah.
But far as being in the industry mix, like it's not for me because I'm just too real of a person for that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Do you think that you just already knew that and you ain't never tried that? Or is it that you've had experiences, and I'm not telling you the details, and where it's been like, that really ain't my speed?
It took me so long to get here. I had to build this shit up brick by brick. I learned fast, like everybody ain't real, like you know what I'm saying? Like I learned that shit in the street before I even made it to over here.
Yeah.
I had to learn that shit early.
Yeah.
Like everybody ain't real. Like that's why we stay to ourselves.
Yeah.
That's why me and my friends or like my group of brothers, it was 11 of us and we just did what we had to do. You know what I'm saying? Like we took care of each other, basically. Like
How have your, because a lot of times too, like the part that maybe go unseen, like behind the scenes and things, is like the way that relationships change and alter themselves. Because obviously, as with anybody, like as time goes on, like things change, circumstances change. Like going from being a person who maybe at the bottom barrel, I'm not saying you was, to being a more upper echelon, having more money, more focus, more success about yourself, and like really grinding to that point, it can shift the energy of certain relationships. What is something you've learned and experience and stuff like that? Like, how do you maneuver it?
like experiencing like success.
Yeah, just like how success can change relationships, that you have with people who, you grow up from yay high,
Well, yeah. Well, you know how that shit go.
Yeah.
You know that's gonna automatically create a gap.
Yeah.
You know, and the gap is like either you gonna come up to where I'm at, and where I'm gonna come down to where you at, and that's just how the gap get closed. Somebody gotta come up where somebody gotta go down. Almost. So I ain't going back down to where I used to be to the bottom. Back, I'm not doing that. So you gotta come up to where I'm at, and a lot of people scared of that shit. You know what I'm saying? You can tell somebody they can do it because I did it.
Yeah.
But they be like, nigga, I can't do that shit, nigga. You did it. Like, you know what I'm saying? And automatically that'll create that'll create a stamina in the relationship right there.
Yeah.
Cause you ain't giving a handout. Or cause you telling the motherfucker like, get it how I got it. You know what I'm saying? Like we all grown. You know what I'm saying? You know what type of shit that do to the relationship. Like you ain't even gotta be successful to go through that. You can have 500 and somebody might have $100 in their pocket and they might hate you because you can make it look better.
Yeah.
Or you can have 100, they can have 100, but or you can have the outfit on they got on it, but you swag it better. They don't like you. You know what I'm saying? They don't like that. Like it's no different. Like, you know what I'm saying? We gonna deal with that shit. It's just the level up. A lot of people ain't gonna like it, and a lot of people ain't gonna make it.
Do you think that you've ever had any difficulty with kind of leaving people where they at, or is it something that you have always kind of been privy to?
No, I had to learn how to do that. Like it ain't easy noticing like people ain't no good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's like the worst shit you can do is find out somebody is just no good. You know? So when it come to having to remove people out of my life that I love, that hurt.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it has to be done though.
Yeah.
So, but it's just business.
Yeah.
So shit. Whoop de doo.
Whoop-de-doo.
Whoop de doo. Shit.
That's something even for me. I've been kind of like maneuvering, like, 'cause I'm a woman, so by nature, like I'm more nurturing. I be saying people potential, and it be like, man, I know you could be this great, but it's like
I feel like that. Like there's a lot of people who I know got potential to be great, but they don't see it.
yes,
I think everybody can be great. I don't think nobody can be something that nobody can't be.
yeah. I don't think any person is better and more ill equipped to be great. I think that sometimes people have various different circumstances. Some people be set up more, but I feel like I won't want to say equal opportunity, but everybody has the opportunity to
Yeah,
overcome.
but even if you set up more, it still require a certain amount of work to put in to hold the position of whatever job you're trying to get. Whether that's being a manager at Target or whether that's being a CEO of a company. Yeah, it can be passed down to you, but do you have the experience though? And the experience is the part you got to do on your own. Nobody can hand you down that.
I like that.
It's just a fact though.
No, for real. No, that's very insightful because it's true. You know, like everybody, just like how they say, like everybody has their own problems. You know, and the thing that you may think a person has all this money and everything, but it be like you said, more money, more problems. We deal with different devils. That's all it is.
100%.
For sure. So when you're maneuvering through, man, and you know, obviously letting go of people, having to still be a father, having to, you know, make sure that the family good and stuff, setting new trends and things like that, like, you know, breaking generational curses is a big thing when you become successful. Like a lot of people, and like for even for myself, like we're doing things differently than I've ever seen them been doing. And so one thing that I like kind of marinate on a lot of times is like, how can I set my kids up to have the mindset of me being successful without having to have and experience the struggle?
It's not possible. And I don't even know why parents try to take that part out. Like, that's just crazy.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you want them to I'm not saying they got to live a fucked up life,
Yeah.
but hard work and dedication should be planted into any human.
Correct.
They should never feel like this shit should be handed to them. Ever. Like anything. You should never feel like you deserve something your parents worked hard for because you their child.
So as you're raising,
Just like you didn't ask to be here, goddamn it, I didn't ask to be here.
this is true. That's where I was going with it too. Like with your children, like how do you still implement those lessons and you know desirable
Just gotta be
qualities?
done. Shit, gotta be done. Like old school rules still apply. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't tell nobody how to parent because all parents parent different.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But the fact that the matter still remain the same. Like nothing is handed over.
Yeah.
Nothing
Yeah.
to nobody. Unless it's grandma or
This is
mama.
true. Look, they earned
You
it.
feel me? That's it. Nobody else get handed nothing. We're gonna take care of our kids. We're gonna make sure they got nice homes, a roof over their head, good food. But far as them feeling entitled to any money or anything, that shit don't work like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
That's why I be trying to have them conversations, like even with my daughter. I try to explain to her, like, you know, although we may have the luxury to do certain things, this is what the other side of that could be, you know. And I love that she has had the experience of dealing with different family members from all different classes of life, you know, all different experiences, you know. I love to immerse her into that because it's like,
you
even though
have
we,
to.
yes, it's
And
like,
not to
even
cut
though,
you off, but I
correct,
apologize for cutting you off. But a lot of children be ungrateful. Like they don't
yes,
even respect their parents or respect the process that it take to keep the lights on and keep the water
facts,
running in the house. They don't know what they parents had to go through, and they don't give a fuck or they don't appreciate it. So why would you go to work every day, risk your fucking whole adult can't travel, your adulthood can't travel, can't really live how you want to live, just to hand over every, or you might only have a property to your name to hand over if anything happened to you to an ungrateful, disrespectful ass little girl, little boy that just,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? It's just hell no.
That's why I think the biggest principle, even for me, like as a mom, I try to instill in my children is like love. You know, I feel like love is an energy that emulates into everything you do in the way that you exist in life, man. So, you know, that grateful spirit, you know, that humility, and it's like I don't believe that you know, God intended for us to be humble to man. I think it's being humble to God. And then when you're humble to God, it matriculates into the way that you execute on everything that you do. So, like my daughter, I always question her spirit and her intention with things. Like, what would make you do that? Asking those questions of like why, so I can better understand. Because I think that that's helped her to mold like her understanding. Like, I tell you, like 3 weeks ago, she was sitting there talking to me, and she didn't intend to, and I knew that, but she caught herself like, dang, mom, I didn't mean to say it like that, you know? I wasn't trying to be disrespectful. And to me, like, stuff like that is so important because it's like, I tell her all the time, like, one of the most important things you have is your word, you know? It's the words you put out, that's the energy, that's how you stamp yourself, you know? And your actions are going to follow that. You got to make sure both of them match.
But
But your
when they
word,
do that, when children like do that type of shit,
yeah,
it's the way you handle it. Like
yeah,
you gotta allow them to get that off, cause
facts,
you don't want them to feel silenced in the world when they
correct,
grow up. Like it's the way you handle that type of shit,
yeah.
and that's conversation and communication.
Correct. And that's why I try to keep like an open door even for her. Like, even if you're working through things, like I tell her all the time, I don't expect you to be perfect, you know? And as she's growing and she's developing, I feel like she's kind of resonating with that energy. Like, you have the room to grow here, you know? You have the room to grow in the world, period. But it's like the best thing you can do is to admit love, show understanding, because a lot of times by you showing understanding to another person, you'll have a better understanding about yourself. Whether it be something you want to duplicate and you want to, take on that characteristic, or if it's something you like, nah, I don't rock with how that energy is, so I don't want to be that type of person. So you're absolutely correct, though. Communication, I think when I was a kid, man, like, and it was a lot of the way our parents was raised. Like, a lot of things weren't broken down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so like now, I be like, it's so valuable to me for somebody to break. That's what my pops did very, very well at too. Like, even my mom at a certain age, like, just breaking down the why behind things so I could better understand why they were saying so. So rather than we're gonna have respect. So when I do something said, but I like to circle back. Even when I give my daughter an instruction, I can tell she don't really understand it all the way. I just take the courtesy of breaking it down to her on the why, or why that's important, and why I believe you shouldn't do that, so that she can then marinate on that and be like, okay, now it makes sense,
Still, they got to bump their head though.
For sure.
So you can say whatever you, not you, but as parents, we gonna say all the right shit because that's what we supposed to do. But just like we bumped our heads, they gonna bump their head.
Yeah.
It's just up to you to make sure you say what you supposed to say. As long as you say it, you did your part.
Correct. Yeah, because you still, at the end of the day, even our kids, man, you still gotta let God be God.
100%.
For sure.
And you gotta let kids be kids.
This too. So with you, I know that you've grown into being very like health conscious and aware of the things that you're putting in your body and things.
I'm not perfect.
Listen, we're gonna say that we know ain't nobody perfect, but like from an eating perspective, even us, we had a very health conscious conversation, and you opened my eyes to some things I really wasn't even privy to. So, how has your journey with that been? Like, you made a tweet the other day just about how people will have an opinion about you sipping lean versus they'll go feed their kids Chick-fil-A and things of that nature. Can you want to elaborate on that?
Hell yeah, I want to elaborate on it. And I wasn't talking about like me.
Yeah.
Per se, drinking lean, but even though people might say what they want to say.
Correct.
But the only difference between me drinking lean and you not drinking lean, but like eating Chick-fil-A is the shit that I'm drinking tell you keep out of reach of children. On the bottle, it's telling you do not get it to children. Chick-fil-A is not telling you that.
Facts.
McDonald's ain't telling you that.
Yeah.
You can go look on you can go do any study and it'll tell you what that shit made out of. Yeah. Fuck McDonald's and Chick-fil-A. What about, okay, we can go somewhere else with it. We could be like toothpaste. You let your kids brush their teeth with regular toothpaste. So you drugging your children. It tell you on the fucking pack that they can't swallow this shit. So why are they putting it in their mouth then? If you know a child don't know the difference between spitting something out and swallowing it, why should they be able to put this in their mouth? As a parent, why you not reading it?
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, okay, fuck the toothpaste. What about what you washing your clothes with? You're drugging yourself every single day and your children. Only difference between me, I'm just pouring my shit in the cup.
That's real.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, real talk though.
Yeah.
It's telling you on the news you ain't supposed to be washing your clothes with Gain and Johnson or whatever it is. All this shit connected to cancer. And still we go out and spend our money on this shit. And for our children. Spraying the whole house down with Fabuloso and shit. Yeah. Like, we got the whole house clean. No, you drugging, motherfucker. You drugging yourself. The whole everything you touch going to your bloodstream. You feel what I'm saying? So, I don't eat Doritos and Snickers and I don't eat all this shit. Like, yeah, I used to, but I don't eat fast food. It's been years since I ate fast food. I don't know the last time I walked in a fast food restaurant. I don't eat chicken. I don't eat beef. I don't eat pork. I don't eat that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't drink milk. I don't eat cheese. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the shit that people do on a regular day-to-day basis is way worse than what I'm doing. Yeah. I never seen a nigga drink too much lean and get cancer. Ever. I never heard of it. I ain't saying it ain't happened. I'm saying I've never heard of it.
Right.
I'm 36 years old.
Right.
I've never seen somebody smoke so much weed until they just can't walk. Till they damn near got to get a leg cut off.
Yeah.
But you can do that shit from eating McDonald's though.
This is true.
Go look up the chemicals. Go look up what Chick-fil-A meat made out of, and you tell me how many drugs you putting into your body and your kids every single morning. And you tell me I might pour me a deuce. You tell me who doing more drugs, me or you.
Mm-hmm.
Then you tell me what you washed your hands with this morning, what you brushed your teeth with, and what you washed your clothes with, and what you sprayed in the air freshener in your house, and all that shit, and the candles too. Don't forget about the candles.
Not the candles.
Yeah, all these chemicals in your house with your children, all the air we breathe. What the fuck make you think you could talk to me about this shit?
Yeah.
You don't even know what drug you taking.
Yeah.
Stop talking to me, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't talk to me. Don't fucking talk to me. Yeah. And on top of that, I'm successful. Like, don't fucking say nothing to me because I know what I'm doing. Yeah. You don't know what you're doing. You don't know what you eat. You don't know what you drink. You don't know what the fuck you give your kids. You shop at Walmart. You go grocery shopping at Kroger and Walmart. You poisoning your children. Don't talk to me about drinking lean. My kids don't drink this shit. My kids don't drink pop. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, you know what you doing.
Fact. Stay in your lane.
Yeah, facts though.
Stay in your lane.
You don't know what you doing.
What was like, you know, we all had that thing that like will flip the switch on when it comes to stuff like that. So what was your switch that got flipped as far as like being more health conscious and paying attention to what you're
Because we're black men under attack out this bitch. We're humans under attack. Our children are under attack. Like, how long we supposed to be dumb? Like, who the fuck said we gotta be stupid? Who said we can't live better and want to do better and balance this shit out? I'm not saying I'm perfect. I never said that I'm perfect. Like, I just said I don't do a lot of shit that other people do. Yes, I might do a drug, lean, whatever. That's me though. I ain't tripping. I'm not ashamed of it.
It's balance.
You ain't never seen me crying about it. You ain't never seen me sitting up making a bitching about this shit. You feel me? You ain't seen me with a holding up a sign saying I need some help out here. I'm cool.
You had to live your business.
People just need to know what they doing. Like, wake the fuck up and understand what we living in, the times we living in. Like, we under attack, and people be like just sit online and bullshit all day. Yeah. Like, don't talk to me when you put deodorant on with aluminum in it. Like, stop talking to me. You take Tylenol. When you get a headache, you give your kids Tylenol. Your kids got shots. Your kids got vaccinated. Like, you drugged your children. You let them drug your children. And you talking to me? That's where I be at with it. Like, but you know what I'm saying?
This is like everybody picking their poison.
Yeah.
It's like don't even bring that over here.
Yeah, like, don't talk to like. And what really pissed me off was like, my man's Rio he just come home. He doing shows. He back moving around. He doing his thing. And people like probably seen him have a moment on stage. Like, he dozed off on stage. Okay, he's not perfect. Yeah. But what the fuck are you doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, this a man doing what he love to do. He got paid to come up here and be on this stage. He gonna get it together. We not saying he perfect either. Yeah. But what are you doing though? Yeah. He's telling you in every song why he sleep on stage, and you still came to the concert. This is what he do. Facts. If you listen to the man music, he telling you every song why he sleep on stage. He ain't hiding this shit.
It's real though.
Right or wrong though.
Nah, true.
So don't get online doing that. You feel me? Stop trying to tear a nigga down. Like, we could talk all day about what you do every day. Like, everybody would be on this bitch under the fire. Correct. If we can if we was to break this shit down, but we ain't here to judge nobody. Facts.
That's what it be. I feel like online has really created the capacity for people who would not normally have a voice or have an opportunity to say something or offer an opinion to you, the opportunity to do so. And a lot of people get real outlandish with it. But like you said, they be coming from a space of no substance, because it's like you're on here telling a person who has probably more going on, not even just financial, but just even resource-wise.
Even relationship-wise. Like I say, it ain't all about money. Like, facts. I know people with money that's broke. with a shitload of money that's just broke. All they got is money.
Yeah.
We ain't even talking about just having money though. Money don't make you successful. It's a shitload of niggas with money that don't got no success, ain't never accomplished nothing. We talking about just being a person who can move around, having motion, relationships, like, you know what I'm saying? Being a good person, being able to be in rooms, being somebody people like, somebody people who owe favors to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like somebody who helpful, like that type of person.
Correct.
That's what I be meaning.
That's real though.
It ain't about money all the time.
And a lot of people nowadays, man, like I said, going back to the instant gratification, like they think that money makes you make it. So I love that you even articulated it. It's people who have money that don't really have nothing going for themselves. They're not serving really no purpose. Like me as a person, for me to classify myself as being an outstanding individual, it's gonna be about my impact.
100%.
Like how many people's lives did I touch? When God sends me home, man, how many people can stand up and say something positive about something that I did, spoke into, participated in their life, and they feel proud about that. They're willing to do that. You know what I mean?
It's gonna be a lot of people because you doing what you supposed to be doing.
I appreciate that.
You ain't gonna get off track and people gonna be like, oh, she did some fuck shit. we ain't fucking with that. Like, no, you living in your purpose. You doing what you feel like you should be doing.
Fact.
You doing what make you happy, like, and so am I.
Yeah.
People should do that.
Yeah.
Find what make you happy and do it. We ain't doing nothing special.
At all. Man, ever since I started doing like this podcast and stuff, to go from being the person who was like insecure, I was so insecure about my voice, man. I talk about it a lot because this is like a big thing for me, like sitting in front of the camera and speaking and knowing that I have a voice and feeling confident in things, and I'm saying advocating for my position and my experience, and like to be doing it now at the level that I'm doing it at, and it's like I know I still got so far to go, but to be able to watch the product of it every time an episode drops and be like, man, I feel good about that. That feel good.
Yeah.
That's where a part of my piece. It'll be like, man, I'm existing in a purpose that not only makes me feel good, but it makes other people feel good. And when I go places now, like they talk about it, you know, I seen it, I resonated with that, I learned something from that. That'd be the only goal, man. As I said, a positive impact, like. When I'm around, do people want to be better? I feel like as long as you doing that, man, you doing all right. It don't matter if you sipping lean, if you eating Chick-fil-A, you eating McDonald's, however they go. You know what I mean? It be that. That's what makes you a good person. That's what makes you a person of substance. Yeah. Being able to say, man, look, when I walk in this.
But you gotta say this too, though. Come on. You can't say it don't matter if you doing all this chemical unbalanced shit, because this ain't gonna give you no substance. You gotta be living godly.
Correct.
You feel me?
Correct.
We can't say it don't matter because it really matter though.
Yeah.
I ain't no better than a motherfucker who eating Chick-fil-A. Yeah. Let's get that understood. Like, let's get that clear.
I like that for you, King.
Let's make this shit clear. Like, I'm not over or above or under nobody.
Yeah.
We all the same is the point I'm making.
Correct.
I just make this shit look a little better. I'm a little more swaggy, but we all in the same boat as far as we all need to take accountability.
Correct.
To do better. But we can't sit up here and say that this don't matter. It don't matter as long as we. No, because if we ain't eating right, if we ain't talking right, thinking right, hearing the right shit, how can we be better? You can't do one thing good and not do that. All this shit you gotta do everything right.
I like that you redirected that statement.
To be a better person, you have to.
You gotta work towards it.
It's a machine with this shit.
Facts.
You can't say I got a bad attitude, I'm gonna work on that. But far as my business, I'm straight. Nigga, you gotta work on everything. Yeah. To be a better businessman, you have to work on your attitude. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you gotta work on all that shit. You can't just say, shit, I'm getting money, nigga, I eat what I want. No, nigga, you wanna keep getting money? You wanna be able to spend it?
Like, do you
enjoy it?
Want?
It's a machine with this shit. Like, and the major key is God. Like, a lot of people be missing. They don't know what they be doing wrong, bro. You're not praying. You're not close to God. Like, you gotta be righteous. Close to a higher power with this shit. Like, it don't matter who you pray to, because we all praying to one God. It don't matter how you dress it up, what church you go to, if you go to a masjid. When they put your ass in the dirt, you only going one place. So it don't matter where you go pray at. You better be praying to somebody.
Right. I like that you redirected that thought, though. Because you're right. It is important to work on all aspects of it, you know. I think that not being judgmental of the aspects that you may have mastered that other people are still a work in progress on is a key point of that as well, because it's like understanding we was all once there at one point.
Yeah, and that's why we gotta be patient with each other. Like that's why people shouldn't be so quick to judge one another, because you might be headed to where I'm already at. You just don't know it yet. Just chill and relax, bro.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? We shouldn't tear each other down. We should help uplift each other.
for sure.
If you see somebody doing bad, you should probably try to talk to them and see what's going on or try to help them. And if you can't, you should probably just like kind of like stay out the way or keep your comments to yourself. Not just online, but in life. Because you know, we gotta tend to get on these phones. Not none of no jail shit. I'm talking about like humans. Humans we gotta tend, like we'll call our cousin and talk about some shit.
Yeah.
Not knowing, bro, you just putting bad energy in the air. We'll call our mama and sit on the phone and be like, "Mom, or this girl, woo woo, like, bro, let's stop doing that shit."
Yeah.
All of us we all need to just, I don't know, man.
I feel like you gotta know time and place. Like something my pops kind of kicked to me too. Like, cause you know I'm the oldest of 5 younger brothers and sisters, and so sometimes I do take on that like natural mom, vibe with my siblings, not understanding. I had to like really resonate with it. So when my pop said it, he's like, look for the invitation. Like sometimes I think we're quick to offer our opinion on people, especially people that we love, because it's like, I really want you to be better, and I believe you can be great, and I
But
know
you
that
don't see nobody else doing that shit though.
Yeah,
No other race do that but us.
yeah,
You don't see nobody else, and I'm pretty sure everybody want their people to do better.
correct.
If somebody get fucked up,
Yeah,
we the only people who you gonna see online
like just tearing each
tearing each other down, like laughing. It's fun to watch a motherfucker destroy their life to black people.
It's like, where do you think from your personal opinion, just on that subject? Like, where do you think that really stems from?
Jealousy, envy, hatred.
Mm.
Like, it's so easy to talk shit from the bleachers when you ain't in the game.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Motherfuckers who ain't in the game always yelling from the stands, man. They never get no playing time. They wish they could play.
mm.
They paying to see us play, but got so much to say about how we play. Get in the fucking game.
Get out in the field.
And you gonna see that this shit is not what you think it is. You say you would have did it this way. You would have did it this way. You haven't done it no way. So we don't know how you would have did it.
Facts.
But you talking about somebody who trying?
Yeah.
Well, ain't nobody perfect, man.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like, black people gotta stop this shit, and they not gonna stop this shit. Yeah. That's never gonna change.
I feel like it's the one thing I can't stand too is it's like, because we have created this energy that's synonymous with being against each other and a lack of collaboration in many aspects. Like, it's overly commercialized, from blogs, from news, everything. It's like the hatred that
they pay to keep us divided. They pay billions of dollars for this shit. Like, look at the algorithm.
Yeah.
You can go out the country, right? They don't got the same Instagram we got. Go to China. You think they gonna see somebody get their fucking head blew off? Right. You think they gonna watch porn over there? You can go on Instagram and see your homeboy wife get fucked on there. Or you feel what I'm saying? Like, this shit it's porn on Twitter right now. You don't even gotta go on Pornhub. Kids can go on that bitch and see grown people having sex.
You know they be saying that about Snapchat too.
Kids can see it. They can't see that shit in China. They're not they're not looking at that shit in Africa. Yeah. These people is only we can see that type of shit. Only black people can see your friend head get blew off. And it's funny, like, you can see this shit getting spread throughout the internet. People laughing. It's funny to some people. It's not so funny. Only our algorithm like that.
We're so desensitized.
Look at the liquor stores and shit. Yeah. All you gotta do is go 15 minutes out the hood. Ain't no liquor store in every corner.
You know what? I was telling my sister that the other day, even about like going on particular sides of town. You know what I mean? And
just look at the design.
Yeah, it'd be like you can't find, like, some places you go in the hood, man, it'll be a liquor store on every corner.
It's the liquor store on every corner.
Outside of there, you gotta drive a couple miles before you get to one.
Go 15 minutes outside the hood. Ain't no liquor store in every corner.
Yeah. Right.
Ain't no one. They ain't going for all this shit out there. Why you think like you can shoot somebody in the city and damn near get away with it? Yeah. Take your ass across 8 Mile to Roseville and shoot somebody and watch what happens to you. They whole county gonna get your ass because you ain't finna do that out here. Yeah. Don't bring y'all ghetto ass out here fucking playing with our people out here in this county. And that ain't shit but 15 minutes down the street in Detroit. It take you 15 minutes to get from 8 Mile and Gratiot to 12 Mile and Gratiot. And that's Roseville. Yeah. You can shoot a nigga on 8 Mile and Gratiot and you might can get away with that. You do that shit on Roseville on 12 Mile and Gratiot, you're never getting away with that shit. Forget about it. Caught. They gonna hunt your ass down. Yeah. They gonna find you. Just for the simple fact, don't bring that ghetto shit out here. Take that shit 15 minutes back that way. Where all the liquor stores and shit at. Wow. And the abandoned houses and shit. Go where you supposed to do that. And the kids that can't read. You know what I'm saying? Don't bring that shit down here. We don't have it over here. Yeah. So as you've transitioned just like into session, you begin to learn how to make like smarter investments and things like that. I know that you've been doing some investing into like real estate or things of that nature. Like, how's that been going for you? Great. I just got a text from my accountant that she told me some money I had put in this account then grew. Well, some money I put with my financial advisor. I had forgot all about that shit. Yeah. And that was probably like last year. I probably made like $50,000 on the money already. Okay. So I be like, I'm into real estate too, but the interest rate crazy right now. Right. So I'm trying to wait till that shit come down a little bit, like seeing if the market gonna crash, then I'll pick back up on it. But right now I'm just into real estate and crypto. Okay. Yeah, so I do a lot of crypto and real estate.
How did you learn like and gain background from it? Was it just like you kind of figuring it out yourself, or did you have like other resources and stuff that you relied on to get the foundation?
One person was my accountant, Amber. I gotta give it to her.
Shout out to Amber.
I always give it up for Amber. My cousin Marcus Crenshaw. And the rest just studying, just like between them two, they got me on some shit like if you want to have something 10 years from now, then you better do what the fuck you need to do now. Yeah. And it was all because of them two. Like, I used to just spend cash money recklessly. You know what I'm saying? Like the paper. Just spend the money like it grew on trees. But my cousin Marcus Crenshaw, he don't spend money at all. Like, this probably one of the richest black men I know personally, like, and he don't touch cash. And he like, bro, what the fuck is you doing spending all that money in one store like that? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, bro, I don't really know nothing else, my nigga. I'm from the street, bro. I hustle, bro. Like, he put me with Amber. And ever since then, my life I just been talking like this. You know what I'm saying? Like, talking with sense. Like, moving with sense. Like, you know, doing the right shit. Step by step. You know what I'm saying?
I love that for you. Yeah. I think it's so different. Like, that's something that I've kind of always admired too, is like just how you diversify the thought process of what you're gonna do with money and the value of money, and you can see the way that you use it and the way that you invest it and create long-term structure, not only for yourself, you know, but for everybody who you care about. I think it's so important. So I'm happy that you had those resources too to be able to do something different, man. Because so many people get a whole bunch of money, man, and they just don't know what to do with it. And so spending just by nature is like, I got it, so I'm gonna use it, you know.
Like, we get caught buying these cars. Them bitches depreciate as soon as you leave off the lot. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't go buy no shitload of cars. I got all trucks in my business name and wrote them off for my taxes. You know what I'm saying? I ain't go spend no shitload of money on cars that depreciated. I went and got trucks that I can use for my business and wrote them all off.
Use your money to make money.
You feel me? That way I ain't have to go back and pay for it. Right. Shit like that. Then I'll lease a foreign. If I want to ride a foreign, I'll just lease it. And pay the note up for like 6 months at a time. And then go do a show for the whole 6 months worth of money back at one time. Now I got a free car. You know what I'm saying? without having to spend my money. And then I'm going to keep the mileage low because I already got 4 other trucks. Then by me traveling and moving around, I can't really enjoy the car. So I'm really only using it for business anyway. So I might take this foreign and just use this bitch, do 2 tapes with it, and write it off on my taxes. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, big business. I love that for you.
Yeah, so
I love that for
I
you.
don't gotta waste my money buying cars and shit. Then it's like I got enough jewelry. I bought all the jewelry. I was buying jewelry like before I got a shitload of money.
Yeah.
I was already collecting watches and shit like that. So I ain't have to really go out and spend no $1 million on no jewelry.
You already had it building up.
You know what I'm saying? I did buy a few pieces, but I was already collecting. I collect watches, so it's like that's like another form of real estate to me.
Yeah.
So I ain't buying like watches that got diamonds in them and all that shit. So I'm spending the money right. So I might spend some money. It might look like I'm flexing to you, but to me, I'm getting this shit out the bank, so I don't get taxed for it. You feel what I'm saying? Then I'm writing it off because I'm finna put it in my video.
Facts.
So yeah, shit like that.
It's smart though. So you developing as an artist, you developing as a man, you learning stuff, you putting your money where you supposed to put your money at. With all that in mind, something I always like to close out with as we getting ready to exit is, with everything going good, what is something that you really want to let go of, that you're developing or working on?
Social media.
Mm-hmm.
I want to get free from that shit. Like, if I wasn't rapping and my fans ain't, if I wasn't just putting this shit on every day, and you wouldn't see me.
That's real.
Like, you wouldn't know I exist. I'd be so under the radar. Like, it's gonna be. I want to get to a point like, and go back to the beginning, like when we was talking about peace.
Yeah.
I really think can't nobody find peace because we see so much all the time. We gotta see so much, and we already dealing with so much. Then seeing so much, all our minds kind of cloudy.
Right.
I need to let go of that social media shit. Like, I think about every day going to buy a flip phone and just giving my phone to one of my managers or my little brother or somebody.
You just run that. You run that. Yeah. Now I feel that. Something I want to let go of, I would say, would be just the need to have it right now.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
Cause you got to think about what you gonna do with it right now.
Yes, like one thing I heard in the church sermon one time with Darius Daniels, my pastor man, and he said something like, sometimes we tell ourselves that we deserve to sit in a seat that we haven't even been properly equipped to sit in. And so it's like, if you've never sat in that chair before, how can you tell God you're ready for a seat at the table?
And that go back to me telling you, why shouldn't a kid have to struggle? Why should they be handed down like a CEO position that they ain't ready for?
Yeah.
Just because they got your last name. You gotta work hard.
Right. Closing remarks. Is there any words of wisdom you like to leave the people with before we exit?
Read something. Pick up a book and read something, man. Like, feed your brain. Try to learn something new every day. You know what I'm saying? Like, educate yourself, man. Like, look at the news sometime.
Yeah.
Like, get off of Instagram and look at CNN. Like, see what's really going on out here. Like, we blind right now.
I ain't gonna lie, my sister told me that. She was like, that's why we be so ignorant to certain stuff, because a lot of the things that we're seeking information on, we looking in the wrong place instead of just picking up a book and learning it.
We make a lot of jokes about serious shit.
Yeah.
They say a lot of shit in our face and we laugh about it.
Think everything's funny.
Yeah, till it hit. Then it ain't funny no more. That's why I encourage people to learn some shit. Like, get off social media and go learn something real. Like, go watch the news, man. This shit going on out here. I ain't talking about murders and homicide. That shit been going on since before us. I'm talking about, like, it's a warfare as far as food, air, like, school, all that shit. On top of all the other shit. Like, we so far behind. As soon as we think we got it figured out, it's some whole other shit. But I think all the answers is in the book.
Yeah.
And so I encourage people to read. Me too, I'm going to read more. I want to read more.
Yeah. Let's make it a goal.
Yeah.
One book a month.
type shit for sure.
I think we can get that in.
I was just riding past Barnes and Nobles with my little brother earlier, and I told him like, we need to stop and get us some books.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me too. I be trying to like, just to get into the discipline of flipping books, man. I be trying to read like non-fiction stuff and then immerse nonfiction into my cycle just to get comfortable, turning the pages. Like when I read a fiction book, it be feeling like I'm watching a movie in my head sometimes. So
Yeah, but see, you reading the wrong shit.
yeah.
In jail, I never read that bullshit. Like in jail, a lot of niggas read like short story books and shit.
Yeah.
Like I never read that.
Like
Well, I read a
heard
couple
Moth to
because
a
they
Flame?
entertaining, but if you gonna read some shit, you need to read some real shit that you can learn from.
Yeah.
Fuck a fake novel that they gonna make a movie in a couple months. Like you want to pick up a real book, read some real shit. Don't waste your time. We ain't gonna be here forever.
Yeah. Well, that's true. Time waits for no man. So with that being said, y'all, I appreciate you so much for coming.
I appreciate you
Sitting down. Your
for having
perspective is
me.
always very valuable, for real.
100%.
You
I
saying
appreciate
some real
it.
stuff, man. I be appreciating it.
Yeah.
But I thank y'all for another episode. Great episode of the Big Energy Room. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. And most of all, leave your feedback, man. I love to hear feedback. I love to see it.
Tap in, man. We want to know what y'all think.
Come on, man, for
Leave your
sure.
comments in the goddamn section. Let's get it.
Come on. Still ghetto?
Yeah.
Dropping
September
when?
26th.
Oh, okay. I'm
Get
going to need
ready.
you. You got to
Already know.
stream,
It's a party on
download.
every platform. I see you at one of them.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
That part. We needed to go all the way up, y'all. So make sure y'all get in tune with that as well.
Fact.
So where can they follow you at?
Instagram, Peezy2_TE, TikTok, GB_Peezy. I think Twitter, I don't remember. Shit, follow me on Instagram though.
You figure everything out.
You'll see me on the gram.
Google him. He one of the one. Thank y'all again, man. As always, safe space, safe conversation. It's all big energy. As always, y'all, this episode was brought to y'all by the CK Agency, man. One of the best marketing firms in the industry, man. They make everything big. Thank you once again to Slime Heart Productions, man. Y'all keep the graphics rolling, man. We appreciate y'all.